Hello, so today I'm going to show you exactly what it would look like for me to break down and analyze some of my clients' lifting and gymnastics. So this is James. James has got a really good base, and it'll be the same with a lot of you guys that are watching this or listening to this, which means making small tweaks is all that's needed to make quite big improvements. So first we're going to break down his bar muscle up, and I'm going to show you some of the feedback I gave him for this and what feedback you guys can use for some of your lifts. So let's watch it nice and quick. Good bar muscle up. Okay. Now, one of the things that I notice immediately is that when James does his lifts, when James does his bar muscle up, his starting position is great. Quads are squeezed, glutes squeezed, pointing the toes. Really good starting position. Now what you see is the same in the arch. Really good position. The legs stay nice and long, eyes are forwards. He's in a really good position. The issue happens when he goes for the transition. So this is where he loses tension. You can already see there's a slight lift of his knee. Now, James did struggle with chicken winging his bar muscle ups, as in one arm over the top and then the other arm comes over. And a lot of you guys, especially when you first get your bar muscle up, will have this. And it doesn't normally come from what you think. The chicken wing normally comes from the knees and the hips. Now you can already see that one knee is higher than the other. And this can cause down the line that little bit of a chicken wing, which you can see here. His left arm is much higher than his right arm as he turns over. Now, one of the things we did, and a thing you can do to fix this, is putting an ab mat between your knees. If your ab mat's between your knees, it will cause both your knees to rise at the same time, making sure you actually perform much better when you transition over the bar. And you can see then the tension is lost even more where his feet come apart and he transitions over the bar. Just to make it clear though, this isn't a bad bar muscle up. This is a really good rep and is efficient. We're trying to fix the small things. Now the other part I noticed is when he comes down, you can see he's in really good positions. Okay, that's fine. Now one of the good things, and I want you guys to do this on your bar muscle ups, when you're dropping down from the top, look how close he stays to the bar. Okay, feet are just slightly in front, nothing major, and he stays really close to the bar. The issue you guys would do, and probably do now, is your feet come much further forwards and you push away really hard from the top. What we're looking for is staying really close to the bar, falling into the exact same position, going for that next rep. Okay, and that was also a really good rep. So now I'm going to show you one of James's really good lifts. And you can see at the bottom how many videos James sends me. He sends me loads and we review all of them. Now, he's actually really good at lifting. So again, it's just some small tweaks to be made. Now, bear in mind as well, this lift is a heavy lift. So some of the mistakes are more obvious than when he's at slightly lighter percentages. And this is the same with anyone. Now, I'm actually not going to break down the clean because overall starting position is great. He stays over the bar, arms are nice and relaxed. He does come onto his toes early. So in this position, when the bar hits your hip, our feet want to be flat. If you think about jumping really high, you wouldn't jump high on your toes. So our feet want to stay nice and flat as the bar hits our hips, so we're more powerful extending. Once we go to extend, then our feet and our heels can come off the floor, but you can see they come up early. But overall, really good positions on his clean. He doesn't pull too high, which is really good, so he catches the bar in a fantastic position. Stands it up, really easy. Now the issue comes here when he goes for a split jack, which we are working on. I've made him look worse here. But dip position, really good. We don't want to dip too far. Extension is really good as well. So when we're dipping, we don't want our elbows to change position. They want to be pointing forward, staying in the exact same spot. When you go to lock out as well, same spot, knees and hips lock out. It's the receiving position. So if you look at this here, in our receiving position, there's some work to do. His knee is directly over his toe. When we're split jerking, we want our heel to almost be in front of our knees, okay? So we almost want the shin, the angle of his shin, to be pointing up to the ceiling, or it isn't an issue if it's slightly pointing back. That means we're in a really strong position. Now this can come from a few things, and it isn't the first one. So James, his back leg is bent, so that's fine. If our back leg is straight, that normally pushes everything forwards, which is why your knee ends up over our toe. But the simple fact for why he isn't doing that is when he's pressing round, and he's pressing slightly in front of his body. So then when he grabs it, hips come forwards, everything else comes forwards. So that's a couple of simple things you can do to fix this. You can think about pressing your elbows to your ears and locking out behind. But overall, it's the same with a lot. Really good lifting, and this is how I would break down every single lift for my clients, for them to understand and take this into their next session. If you want me to do this for you for free on one of your lifts or one of your gymnastic movements, message me free and I will do it for you.